Friends, fans, artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one is you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are. Thank you for tuning into another edition of Friends, Fans, and Artists Meet. I am your humble and gracious host, Daniel Mawuli Quist. I will try my best to do the most. I would like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has been showing immense support since I dropped the first episode of this very series of vlogs, and I am grateful for all that you and all the encouragement that you've been sending my way. I'm not gonna lie, it's made filming the second episode much easier. And if we as a human institution, as a society, as a community, our goal is not to support and encourage good things that bring happiness and a little peace of mind to our fellow, through deploying simple empathy, then we have lost before we began. So I just want to say thank you all for all the immense support. Without much I say, I'm going to launch into it directly. On today's episode, I am going to read a poem that I wrote myself in 2010. It is a piece that, let me read. Let's get into it first, and then we can get back to dissecting it, since this is what the program is all about, or this program is all about. So let's get into it. The title is God's Cry. I spoke to the God with 3 fingers. I said, Ura, grant me 4 wishes: life, music, tongue, and sex. He pointed 1 finger at me and said, listen, and music will play. Live, and life will come. But 2 is all I can grant, for you stole 1 finger and took 2 wishes, you cruel child of Gaia. As if that was not enough, tongue and sex is what you stole my mistress with. Now, just to give you a little context, since I'm alive and I'm here, this was a very weird time in my life, because I am battling with spirituality from where I'm coming from, and the idea and existence of purpose while we're living in this world at all. And spirituality always was telling me, from where I came from the belief system that I grew up in, which is Christianity at the time. I'm still a Christian, but at that time it was so conservative in the way that the word was presented by the clergy and the leaders of the word, that my beliefs were all confused as to how am I supposed to exist in a world that I am supposed to live in, and yet I couldn't question a lot of things. And so I took my artistic liberty to engage the higher, and the higher is God. So, at that point, I'm like, I couldn't tell whether he had my interest at heart or not. So, again, context, I don't have it all figured out, but now I am more aligned with a couple of basic things than I was before. So this was a confused young man who is trying to figure out, or have a dialogue, a conversation with God. I started off by saying that I spoke to a God with 3 fingers. I was told that God was 3 persons, the Trinity. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is your friend and comforter that was giving you after, the Father allowed the Son to die. And so they became one. All right, amazing, great. So, and then after acknowledging who, or, trying to tell my audience that I spoke to the God with three fingers. I don't know, I've just seen three fingers with him. He's had only three fingers. That's what I know. I called him Ura. And usually when you say Ura, it wasn't a sign of respect. It's like, you can say Ura means gentleman. But usually when one calls you a Ura, it's almost like, whoa, hold on, like, don't you know my name? Do we not have a relationship? So I said, Ura, I need you to grant me 3 wishes because you've said that everything I need I will get. I need 4 wishes from you. Knowing that you have only 3 fingers, you can only count 3. I need 4. So I proceed to my request. And it is in that I draw. I needed rhythm. My life had no rhythm. I needed music. I needed life. I needed to know that waking up every day would mean something. I needed the ability to clearly state what I need. So I needed tongue. And then I needed fun. I needed sex. But Ura was kind enough to start off not pointing out my flaws. He said, just listen. And I know that you know this. If we listen, if we keep quiet and we listen, there is rhythm everywhere, vibrations everywhere, and we will pick that up. He said, if you listen, music will play. If I live every day, just live, move, do, be, life will come. Because living, having life, is as a course of living, just doing each day at a time, doing, acting, being. That is when life really comes to you. So you can choose to live so you can have life, or have life and not live. It's all on you. So he made that clear to me. And then he went on to say, 2 is all he can grant, because usually, if we have 5 fingers, that is wholeness, that's completion, that's everything, but in my mind, I was like, why does he have 3 fingers? I'm going to ask for 4. Maybe this is me being considerate, right? So we live life looking at what the limitations are, and we want more. That's right. Maybe not, but that's just what it is. And so then in that, I further go on to say, and he goes on to tell me, he's like, Two is all I can grant, for you stole one finger and took two wishes, and proceeds to calling me cruel child of Gaia. I am a child of earth. And if God is the Father, I know that, the earth provides me everything that I need. So he acknowledges the fact that I am spoiled. And he reminds me, he says, as if that was not enough. Tongue and sex is what I stole his mistress with. So I proceed to claim that God is not perfect. And that even in all his greatness and his ability to grant wishes, he sees the potential that I have, and that I can already do some of the things that I am unable to even see that I am capable of. And so he has put everything in me. Yeah. So this is the lamentation of a God from of the lamentation of God from me. And so basically this is a poem about us as human beings and our desire for more, our desire to really rise above our limitations, and our yearning to connect, our interest to explore, and the possibility that exists thereof. And also it is a poem about the acknowledgement of a higher being, of which I call God. I hope that your God speaks to you too, in some ways, form, and shape. Thank you for tuning in once again. This is Friends, Fans, and Artists Meet, and I hope that this picks you and takes you to the place where it's supposed to, and let's have a good time. Cheers.
Friends, fans, artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one is me?